JW we don't stand a chance. I mean, your plan's not gonna work. There's 7 million Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, you're right, there's thousands of us on the internet, but we're still outnumbered like 500 to 1. We just don't stand a chance. Are there really 7 million Jehovah's Witnesses? Is there really 7 million of them? Let's break this number down a little bit. 7 million, huh? How many of those are Rice Christians, though? Sorry, hey, I'm sorry if this is not very PC, but if you're in Jakarta or somewhere like that, is it possible that a lot of those numbers that they have are actually people that are just there for the ride? They're not really religious fanatics. They're just out of... and even if they are, I mean, if you're in Suriname or Burma or someplace like that, I don't devalue them as human beings. I'm just saying they don't really factor into the big picture, do they? No, they don't. We have to, the English-speaking world is where, you know, that's Jehovah's Witnesses. Come on, let's keep it real. America. There's a million Jehovah's Witnesses in America, right? Well, how many of those are kids? How many? You don't meet too many apostate kids, but there's a lot of JW kids, right? Yeah. Are 30% of them kids, teenagers? Oh yeah. So you're taking that down from 1 million. Now you're down to 700,000, 600,000. How many of those are like old senior citizens with Alzheimer's who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground? Okay, now you're talking about some smaller numbers. You're talking about less than 500,000. All right, now how many weasels are there at the Kingdom Hall? I mean, just rats. I knew a bunch of them when I was a witness. How many do you know? And when boats start sinking, the rats are the first one to jump off. Okay, you're getting smaller now. Now you're down to maybe a couple 100,000 people. How many Jehovah's Witnesses are loyal but soft? You know, my sister's a pioneer, and bless her heart, but she's soft. She would go before a firing squad if the Nazis took over America or something like that. The stories from the 1940s where people were at firing squads, whatever. Someone can close their eyes and just wait for something to be over real quick. But having to go door to door and people are asking you questions about a child molesting scandal, and everywhere you go, it's like, oh, Jehovah's Witnesses, I heard about those. They're the people that covered up when kids were getting molested in their halls. When things start getting really crazy and scary out there, my sister, she's like pudding. She'll go home and she'll be in her bedroom. She's not gonna go out there and find her anymore. You guys, when you think about it, the number of actual Jehovah's Witnesses keeps getting smaller and smaller. And the number of people who don't like Jehovah's Witnesses keep getting bigger and bigger. Because Jehovah's Witnesses burn bridges everywhere they go. They make enemies everywhere they go. Because they have a really smug attitude. They have a fuck you attitude around worldly people all the time. In the workplace. Because they think those people aren't going to be around in like 5 years. They won't have to see them or deal with them again. I remember being on hall projects on the RBC, and city managers, people like that, they would always fuck those people over. If someone from the city would say, no, I'm sorry, you can't put a trench there, the attitude of the brothers there would be like, well, we have a corporation in New York, so we'll see about that. And they burned bridges and made enemies everywhere they've gone. I'm sure you've seen on other apostate videos that the the rate for kids who stay in the organization, it's about like 65% who leave. What that means, in case you haven't thought about it, is that you have to make 3 babies to get a Jehovah's Witness. Because here in the United States, people aren't the baptized people at conventions. They're like 14-year-olds. They're usually not people that got converted at a doorstep. That hardly ever happens anymore. So each Jehovah's Witness woman got to pump out 3 babies to make a witness. They got to get busy between the shit before they have any more Jehovah's.